Hey everyone, CT5Holy here. This vid was sort of requested by Wiz. He wanted me to just put out a few teams against his Season 1 team, just talk about it, etc, etc. I'm lazy, but... Alright, so starting off, it's going to be Wiz vs. Barren. Barren wanted me to do... I mentioned I'm lazy because Barren wanted me to do a video for a team of his as well, so that's what we're doing here. That's what we're going to start off with. So Wiz's team. You guys are all familiar with it by now. Right, we got 2 mediators and 2 thieves, essentially clones, just difference in black costume standard outfit there. Endgame that Wiz wants is your team berserked, poisoned, and blinded thanks to insults and Kiyomori from the mediators. In the meantime, the thieves, they get fast with quickening and support the team with item. Make sure everyone is nice and healthy. These guys also have Masamune and Murasame. Funnily enough, 90 HP, normally terrible for it's terrible healing from Murasame, but 90 is all these guys really need because they're really fast. And they've just enough, right? Move HP up in region from Masamune and then Murasame, and then these guys are fast, so they can get in their X potions. It's excellent team, well designed, very well designed. Wiz said that he's made adjustments to his Season 2 team. They very well go all the way. It's very good. These thieves are very tanky. Everyone's very tanky, right? 40-40. Auto potion unyielding on these guys, and defensive to Timeson. So again, very hard to take down. Defensive team, very hard to take down. And I can actually get started on its game plan really quickly because of insults. Alright, moving on to Barren's team. We have Danger, the thief. Chance, the mediator. Premium, the archer. And Remuneration, the summoner. Alrighty, Thief, 2 hands, guitar, very, very strong. Thank you, Dokurider. He's going to be hitting for a ton. Black costume covers the fire weakness from Cursed Ring. He only gets stronger. Cursive Warpath, and he'll always come back because of Cursed Ring. Again, very deadly. Very deadly. Mediator, one of the main support units. Again, tanky, right? We got Unyielding, Auto Potion, Move HP up, and Item. Also knows insults, and critically knows Refute as well, which could be a problem for Wiz getting rid of Berserk. Also Insult on any of Wiz's units is also a problem, although his Thieves do know Echo Grass. Thief Hand White Robe to cover a lot of elements, and Mingosh provides excellent physical evasion as well. The Archer and the Thief notably both have 11 speed. They will be moving together, and they will be hurting people. Attack up, Mithril Bow for solid damage. 12 times 15, so 180, not bad. And getting fast. Draw out for Masamune as well. And Arm Aim and Armor Break, just randomly relevant. Angel Ring will come back, re-raise. Summoner is Cursed Ring. Pilgrimage and Short Charge might give you a hint that she is based around more percent-based abilities, and that is indeed what's going on. In terms of offense, she knows Lich, Frog, and Death. I think Lich is fine. Death I'm a bit iffy on, but just because it is low percentages, but a well-timed Death can be pretty darn devastating, right? Same with Frog. It's definitely a big problem. Fairy, nice for support. That's about all I have to say, really. Let's see what happens. I guess that's all I have to say because I'm lazy. But, so we're gonna map 34. Just throwing this out there, this is gonna be like a gauntlet of sorts. I have 3 teams to battle, and this is just gonna be one long video. So you can see me, going to random.org to generate the next map, and all that. So yeah, this is just gonna be one long video. I'm lazy, so I'm probably not gonna mention when. We'll see what happens. Anyways, Masamune, make everyone nice and fast. Hasten region, because of Wiz's team takes so little damage. Region, move HP up, just heals back so much. Again, that Murasame, not very impressive at 90 HP from the mediators, but because they're so fast, and because they take so little damage, that's enough. And there's AoE too. From Murasame. Barren Summoner might be very, very important here because of their percent-based skills. All the unyielding and shell and whatnot. It's gonna hurt the percentages a little bit, but not enough. Also, don't act, very critical. One of the main weaknesses, I feel, like what's key in breaking Wiz's team, I believe, is statuses, right? Like don't act or sleep onto those thieves is absolutely huge. 50% death, actually not pretty good. Oh, it misses though. But right, they'll be key because those percent-based attacks don't care about how much defense you have. It's just gonna do its thing. Now, blind onto the thief really sucks because he does a ton of damage, but now that he's blind, he's only gonna be hitting at 50% chance. Refute gets rid of re-raise as well, notably from the mediator a bit earlier. Also key, because again, you want Wiz's units down. Re-raise lets them get back up. There's a problem, and here's an insult, and it lands. Not good for Wiz at all. Neither was that move, choosing to melee instead of Echo Grassing his thief buddy. I'm pretty sure he knows Echo Grass, but I'm not 100% sure. But this insult hits, and that's going to hurt for Barren a lot. Because now that Summoner is doing, basically nothing. Armor Break also pretty nice, because they have so little charm as well. Armor Break, reduces their effective maximum HP, which is relevant. Right now she only has 214. Another insult going off. Oh, so Wiz's thieves are both berserk now. This is going to be a big problem. The meteors only know insult from talk skill. So it's those two thieves, which aren't going to be hurting for very much. They'll do a decent amount, but not too much. It's not an overwhelming amount like Barren's two-hand guitar thief. Right, the thieves are really important for Wiz's team because they help keep everyone nice and healthy. Right, and if everyone is healthy, then they can quicken to get faster. It's interesting, right? Who do you prioritize? Right, the thieves. If you prioritize the thieves, then the meteors are just going to go to town berserking everyone. But you focus the mediators, the thieves are going to do their job and support the thieves. And then every now and then add in another quickening. Death sentence, another problem for Wiz. So Barren, you're wondering if your team how they worked? Well, this is how they're working. They're doing fairly well, I'd say. Of course, this is the first one. This is best of 3. Yes, best of 3. And Refute. Again, Refute, huge there. Getting rid of the Berserk. Making now, Barren Summoner can be useful again. The meteor is about to drop. The other meteor on Wiz's side is down. So, it looks like Barren is going to be taking round 1. Interestingly enough, the good thing that missed for Barren, because that would have gotten rid of the Berserk. And that would be bad, because then the Thief can start picking people back up again. But now it's just back down to 1 Berserk Thief. And this should be over fairly shortly. I'm very tempted to see what my friend just messaged, but I shan't do that. I won't do that. Oh, that Thief did have re-raise, and he is back. And he is not berserked. Our main misses. I think I mentioned the whole. Oh, interesting. Well, the meters are really far away, so the thieves can only really support each other at the moment. I mentioned status as being key for breaking Wiz's team because they're don't act on fast units. Right, they're gonna get a lot of turns, and then when a unit is don't act, they're just gonna run away. Or you're gonna run away. You're gonna run really far away. Right, these thieves have 5 move, courtesy of Green Beret. The thieves are berserked again. So yes, Barren will be taking this one eventually. Oh, Wiz did say I could speed up if he wanted. I'm pretty sure this wasn't his intent, speeding up his loss. Status is really important for just limiting what they can do. Right, it stops the thieves from getting faster or supporting or healing their teammates. And for the meteors, it stops them from disrupting you. From disrupting you horribly, courtesy of Berserk. Yeah, insult is very good. Thank you for showing us that, Wiz. Again, lazy. So, and Wiz said okay, said I could do this, so here we go! One down. Two down. Alright, Barren takes round one. Let's see what happens on round two. As I mentioned, alright, map 90, that should be fine. Okay. Round two. Yeah, map 90. That is a fine. Yes, Dreamiest Peak is a fine map. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens. This really does seem like it might go down to, like, you know, who lands Berserk first. Right, Berserking the Thieves is... Again, I believe the Thieves are the bigger threat on Wiz's team. But you really can't forget about the Meteors, because Berserk landing on the wrong unit is absolutely devastating. Absolutely devastating. I feel like I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. Alright, like... I also think, like... You know, not only in addition to status, but like... A good offense, notably a fast one that can hit hard. I think it's also... a good way to deal with is key for, or will help with breaking down Wiz's team. And ooh, death lands. Res loops begin. Barren's Thief does do a lot of damage, although they can heal up a lot, right? The other Thief might go, and then it's like 200 some total healing. Right, because part of what Wiz's speed plus defense, like part of what makes it so good is that if his whole team is faster than yours, then they can react appropriately, right? Ideally, he'd be getting like a 3-to-2 turn ratio or so. And ideally more, right? He's starting out that way. But if you have a fast team as well, aka the turn ratios are more closer to 1-to-1, and you're doing a lot of damage, then it becomes a bit more problematic. It becomes harder for you, for the defense to keep up. Lich takes down a Meteor and a Thief, is berserked. Barren's Thief does go down, but overall I still think Barren has taken the early lead. Mediator goes for Murasame. Cute, since, you know, it hurts undead users. And arm aim onto the berserked Thief, so things are looking pretty nicely. Don't you hate it when your guys go for inconsequential melee whacks instead of using their ever important skills? I certainly do. Also, something to know about defensive teams in general is that even when they're not, like, even in the turns where they aren't like doing much, they're still doing something offensive. Right, for Wizard's Meteors, it's obvious what their offense is, right? Berserk, insults, and even Kiyomori to an extent. And for more defensive thing, well, even Masamune is offensive, honestly, because it helps, regen makes his units harder to kill, and since they're fast, you know, regen is more effective. And also the haste, which helps give Wiz's team the extra turns it needs to keep up right? To truly mitigate an enemy's offense. Oh, this could be a berserk. 64% misses. So Wiz is also getting very unlucky. Do not forget that. Yeah, things are not looking good for Wiz though. Remember, no, with Pilgrimage, that's the odds of death are only going to get better. But what I was going to say, like, now for the Thieves, their defensive actions are very obvious, right? It's usually, it's the items. But their offensive action is quickening because, right, it's putting pressure on you. Because if they quickening a lot, if they get too fast, then you really can't overpower them. Right, so I guess the better phrasing is that a defensive team is always putting pressure on you. Right, note, if we look at Raven's Why You So Derp or Dokurider's Peking Dragon Company. Right, dancing, those dances, that is pressure, right? Slow dance, right? It's a clock. You have to win before slow dance kicks in too often. And in Raven's Why You So Derp case, if they're the Poco Poco and Disillusion, if that hits too often as well, you also can't break them. I should also point out that Why You So Derp isn't as good as it used to be because, things are a lot better now. Skills in general are a lot better now. There's higher damage output. Back then, it was just terrible because, back then Why You So Derp was still good because you just couldn't do enough damage. But note there, note against that team, right, it's still a fine team, but note how alright, Barren takes it. Maybe on to the next match, but again, note how status is really helpful in managing that team as well, right? If you can don't act the chemists, then they're stuck taking all your damage. They're stuck right, they can't use auto potion to recover, they can't rely on the Mingosh for evasion. Map 31, alright, Wiz, your second opponent is going to be my Ellie Break team. I'm going to assume that you are all familiar with it. Though I must say I was very giddy when water is unreflectable, so I have reflect on this guy to block enemy magic, but then I can still heal him with water because it's rubber costume and stuff. And anyways, I'm really proud of this team, but it's was it 31? It was 31. I really like the team. I had a lot of fun coming up with it. That team came from a simple find a way to use Hawk's Eye plus elemental attacks. Literally. In my ideas email thread thing to myself, I just wrote Hawk's Eye plus Ellie attacks. Anyways, onto the match, onto relevant talk. People are just setting up again. Masamune, actually very key for this team. I mean, a lot of things are really important. But this is what I was talking about earlier. Let's see how these guys do against a hard-hitting offense that's also fast. We start off with an arm aim, which lands, which again really nice. Refute misses. Wizard goes for ice. Ooh, slow could be really damaging if any of them lands, but none of them do. One thief is right there to bandage the other one, which lets this thief go and whack. Do a little whack instead of quickening. Quickening is much preferred to inconsequential, very low damaging melee whacks. Especially since, this insult will hurt if it lands, but it misses. Wiz is still getting a bit unlucky. Right, fun thing with ninja swords that their damage point is based on speed, so as those thieves get faster, they end up doing more as well. Charm hits though. This could be pretty bad, although I think that thief is there to break it with a melee shot like so. One of Wiz's thieves has Stand-to outfit, which blanks my Glacier Gun Archer. Wizard goes for something, but it's probably gonna get insulted. And yes, she did not like what she heard, and now she's very mad. Kiyomori, luckily for me, fairly inconsequential in that, you know, magic guns, they just have like 100% accuracy, barring, you know, projectile guard and whatnot. There's also an interesting map, because my archers have that high ground. It's weird. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Oh, the thief is still charmed, and he used an antidote. And now look, notice how one of Wiz's thieves don't acted running very far away. It's going to take him even more time to be able to help his teammates should they get dropped. I don't think that's actually going to happen though. Wiz's team very tanky. And my archer is being an ass and not using Hawk's Eye. Right, statuses become a problem for fast units because they get so many more turns. Right, the status becomes more active that much longer. Right, Charm only has like 20 or 25 CT. I believe 20. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. But like Charm unanswered usually lasts for 1, maybe 2 turns. Probably 2 if you have 9 or more speed. But Wiz's team, if it's at 25 CT, those thieves are hasted, so they're at 13 or 15 speed. Probably 15 effective after the haste and quickening and whatnot. So they're going to be getting in 3 turns from 1 charm. Right, look at how long. Right, that thief is still charmed. It should be wearing off soon. Refute misses. There's a finger guard. Meteor still doing the thing of Kiyomori. Bag whack. And yeah, there goes charm. Right, look at, like, yeah, it's interesting because the high ground means the longbow archers can snipe people, and that thief is very far away from his teammates. So basically, that thief over there of Wiz and my longbow archer, they're just gonna trade turns. In the meantime, my meteor goes for a gunshot. It missed. I don't really know what to say. I'm semi-tempted to speed it up. Like, for testing, I've just been having those matches run at, like, max at the no frame limit thingy. Or the super fast version, just so I can get more data quickly. Or faster, so to speak. But now, Wiz's team is regrouping and they're still all very healthy, which is a bit of a problem for me. And I also don't have a way to deal with Berserk, which is another problem for me, because now my wizard, or AoE, will be very important for if I ever manage to drop one down, to drop one of Wiz's units down, and if there ever happens to be a gap between Phoenix Down and the next potion or Murasame. And despite my early advantage, I can't help but feel like Wiz is going to win this one. Because I'm not doing enough damage fast enough. And my units are going for charms and whatnot, which aren't going to be very effective. Like so. Bleep. Instead of actually damaging. Again, problem. So I'm very tempted to speed things up. That wizard, or the mediator, is poisoned. She's gonna die in probably 2 turns. Or no, she's dead now. And guess what poison's gonna doing? It's gonna stop Phoenix Down loops, because my item archer is gonna Phoenix Down her. My wizard is berserk, so she can't raise. And it begins. She doesn't refute, so she can probably refute herself, but then she'll just die from something. Oh, she'll die like that. Oh no, still left. Oh, hilarious Dragon Spirit. She's probably not gonna refute. Oh no, she's gonna refute anyway. Gets rid of the re-raise. But she's not poisoned anymore. Oh, she's still dead. Anyways, my wizard's probably gonna die soonish. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I lose. Let's speed this up. There's the first Hawk's Eye of the game. Another Hawkeye. Interesting. Oh, Wizard's still barely alive. My item archer is poisoned, which is a problem, but he doesn't know HP up, I believe. Oh, there's a Masamune, but she's still dead. Those thieves, though, they're oiled now, so they can get one-shotted, presumably. If my archer would cooperate, then he could. Oh, but he's blind now. But if my Hawkeye archer managed to Hawkeye everyone, that'd be really good for me. So 3 people poisoned and oiled, or oiled, more relevantly. Because if I can all of a sudden land a bunch of shots together. But no, all my units are poisoned. Oh, charm, that will help, possibly. No, it's not. My units aren't going to be doing enough, and everyone's splitting up, and yeah, this is very over. They can just let poison kill him. Oh, he does have Masamune, but yeah, this is over. So Wiz takes round 1. The early break isn't as good as I thought it was, unfortunately. I still like it though, but yeah, soon. And alrighty. That was round 1. Let's see what happens round 2. 100. Alrighty. Can do that. I think that's... Is that map fine? That map is fine. Here we go. Public Cemetery. Alright, let's get rid of that. Yeah, so if things play out like they did round 1, I'm just gonna die a slow, painful death, because I couldn't do it, because I couldn't push enough damage onto Wizard's team to break them. And this is a nice big map too, so this will give his thieves more time, more quickenings, more time to use quickening and whatnot. I guess my meteor can use quickening too, but my archer can reliably get a Hawkeye in because everyone's on Wiz's team is fast, and Berserk. It's a problem because Hawkeye would really help against Wiz's team, right? It enables a 1-hit KO or like 2-hit KO after the Hawkeye. But now that it's Berserked, all I can do is attack, which is not ideal for me. Those thieves are at 13 speed now after 2 quickenings. Meteors could just... That's another problem. My meteor keeps going for charm instead of attacking. Is he blinded? Oh. I didn't realize Kiyomori landed on my archer. So yeah, that archer is very useless. 146 damage, much better than projected 82. I don't know why it does that. Oh, we're few. Pretty nice. Now we can do things again. Like Masamune. Yeah, that is fine. I'm fine with that. Helps me keep up with Wiz's units better. And my guys are too busy wasting time with statuses. Even though I just said statuses was good. But like, because they have like pretty decent damage potential, I'd much rather have them attack. And here's a redirect, which is gonna suck. My wizard's probably gonna die. The thieve's probably still alive. Yep. So that's a problem. They just went. You could have used Hawkeye. It's only 3 CT charge time, I think. Oh, Mimic Darvon. 2 sleeps. That is big for me, although one of the meteors is there for bag whack. But still, that's pretty huge. That's pretty huge. Oh, she goes for a berserk, and it does land. And my archer's being an idiot and shooting the wrong one. Almost 80% refute misses. Sad face. There's a bag whack. Now the other thief will go wake the other one up. And yeah, wizard is gone. I'm gonna speed this up because I've lost. I'm pretty sure. Let's see what happens. I can try and do high-speed commentating, even though not much is happening. It's really just Wiz. Yeah, all my guys are just going for statuses and not attacking. I mean, his team just isn't good either. My team. It really isn't. And yeah. My wizard is so slow. She's like, everyone's getting all these turns, but she's still only at 1. She's okay. She's at 0 now, and she is gonna crystallize. But oh, never mind. She's still in there. Poison is eventually just gonna wreck my team. Yeah, everyone's dying. Everyone is dying. Whoop. Right, Wiz has achieved his desired endgame of berserked, poison, and blind unit. Go against 1. Be over soon. Hurry up. I mean, yeah, they'll be going down soon. Yep, right now. Alrighty, Wiz takes it. Moving on to the final match for this video. It is going to be Wiz against Dokurider's Daughter's Most Wanted. You guys should also be very familiar with this team. Another very strong team. Mine was probably the weakest out of that bunch, honestly. 4 thieves. 2 of them hit very hard. Those guys hit for a lot. And then the 2 not undead thieves. What do? They stay alive, ensuring that the undead thieves get back up and continue wrecking face. Most important unit on Dokurider's team, I believe, is the female thief, because she's very slippery, a lot of evasion, right? And then talk skills, just huge pain in the ass. She knows, she has insult, she has refute, she has death sentence, she has mimic Darvon. I believe she even has blackmail, because why not? It works. Berserk onto those thieves might be a bad thing, because they hit for 1,000,000, especially the one with Qatar. The one Lionheart, not as big of a deal, since he has martial arts secondary, not 2 hands. But it still hits for a solid amount. And Berserk lands right off the bat, even through finger guard. Right, low percent is not 0%. So definitely unfortunate for Wiz there, especially since it doesn't look like his thieves do have that Echo Grass. It doesn't look like it, or they just were stupid and weren't using it. The Secret Fist misses though. Poison might be a bit of a problem for Dokurider as well, possibly. No, she's refute. Nothing's ever a problem with that thief. For that thief, rather. Avarice now goes for a charm, which misses. Mediator, bag wax, because that's all she can do now. She's too mad to care about things. Insult lands. That is a definite problem, though. Okay, probably Dokurider's thief has Echo Grass, which can cure that. But they're decently far away. Second Secret Fist misses. Does this look familiar to anyone? X potion though, and 1 thief goes down. He will almost certainly be getting back up though, as Wiz's team does take a while to kill. The item thief on Dokurider's team has throwing knife, which is probably relevant. A second unit on Dokurider's team is berserked. So even with that first initial berserked mediator, Wiz's team is still doing fine. Still doing fine. And that is indeed a Masamune. I'm honestly not sure how it's working right now. The thieves have angel rings, so they are immune to death sentence. Very relevant, very relevant. As all 4 units are capable of adding death sentence. Secret fists from the undead thieves, throwing knife from the item thief, and then death sentence from the toxical thief. So 2 undead thieves are down for Dokurider at the moment, but they will be getting back up fairly soon. Unfortunately for Dokurider, his thief charms the wrong meat eater, but it's not like it would have mattered. Charm would have been broken by that thief regardless. It was his thief. And now, was the other thief free to quickening? Ooh, that insult miss. Bad for Wiz, good for Dokurider. So looks like Berserk turns off evasion. Good to know. Good to know. That thief still just going for melee box instead of something more productive. One thief gets back up, and what does he go for? He goes for a chakra. Second thief gets back up, and melee. Almost enough. Look at that. 196 damage, even through unyielding and 40 faith. Right. That thief takes 60% less damage than normal, and it was still almost 200. Those guys hurt a lot. Unfortunately for Dokurider, he does not move HP up or region or anything. So, the undead thief down there will die to a second X potion. Unless he kills, Wiz's thief first, but 1 thief down. Oh, that was the item thief. That was pretty big. Or was it? Oh, missed! Clutch missed. That was huge for Wiz. Very lucky there. That could have been terrible for Wiz. But Wiz looks definitely in control. Barren, your team definitely seems very fine. Oh, Charmed Mediator lands an insult. That is huge for Dokurider. He's still in the game, sort of. No, he's definitely still in it, I think. The item thief is the one that's alive. I thought Dokurider's item thief had died, but no, that's the punch heart one. That's undead. Berserk thief, not able to use quickening or anything of that sort. Has to go for a feud, otherwise she'll just die again. And it misses, so she's gonna die again. Right now. Doku's undead thieves will be getting back up soonish. I bet one of Wiz's changes to his team is gonna be Steel Accessory. He said he's already done with it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna do terribly in the tournament. Like, actually. My team is not good. Being a sound? They're in that little... Their backs are literally against the wall. It's not a good place for them. And the thief goes down again. Refute misses again. Well, 36% chance of that, or 16% chance of that happening, rather. Not good odds, actually. 60% is a lot worse than 36%. Berserk Thief does slightly more threatening amounts of damage. Slightly. But remember, Wiz's team is putting a lot of pressure on you. Right, those little bits of damage, right, look at the position Dokurider's in. It's not great. It's not great at all. He's stuck in a res loop. Oh, never mind. Well, he's stuck in a poison, at least. Right, if there's a refute, it lands finally. So Dokurider's Female Thief should be alive for a while. And look at that. Right, 36% chance to hit with physical attacks. It's insane evasion. 98% chance shot missed. Things are not going Dokurider's way. An X potion through the wall, through the mediator. Now goes for a charm. So Dokurider is very much in this game. He is very much in this game. He has managed to survive this long. Looks like Dokurider's Item Thief is poisoned though, which could be a bit of a problem. Dokurider's Undead Thieves go down again. Oh man, I want to speed it up just so we can get things happening. But this thief is free to use quickening. He is probably decently fast. I haven't been keeping track very well. Charm misses. I'm not going to do well in the upcoming tournament. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Anyways, enough whining on my part. Thief hits through all that evasion. It was bound to happen. Thief still barely alive. Doku's Female Thief still barely alive. Repeating Fist. Oh, she's berserked again though. That's a bit of a problem for Dokurider. And also those thieves are easily getting put down again after being brought up. So this is interesting. This is interesting. Wiz has 2 berserk units, but Wiz is still in control. I think Wiz is ahead because it's 4v1, or it will likely soon be 4v1. Thief just picking up speed. Yeah, there you go. And Dokurider's Item Thief is poisoned. Though bag wax like that will help a lot, as does move HP up. But now that the Female Thief is dead, that means she's... Oh, my screen went black for a moment. And one of Doku's thieves got back up again. I want to speed up, but I don't think I should, because this is pretty fun. Oh, Berserk lands again. So she's going down. The thief is back in range of everyone. Sorry I'm being boring, I just don't know what to say. I can't help but feel that wait for Doku to win. Well, that thief's gonna the Doku's undead thieves are gonna have to regen with pretty close to max HP. It's only enough for them to survive 1 X potion. And then after that they can start doing things. Also for... Oh, that crit really hurt Dokurider, because that thief was doing a good job staying alive. No auto potion hurts as well, but now it's iffy. Now it's iffy. Oh, that chakra helps though, because he is getting poisoned. He is losing a little bit of life every time. Which goes down again, but it looks like the other thief is gonna get back up soon. Like so. There's a secret fist. But you can only secret fist the mediators because the feats of Angel Ring. Now that might actually backfire because he secret fisted a berserked mediator. Because once she does, then she won't be berserked anymore, and then she can be healed. And That might actually have been really bad for Dokurider. Oh, but here's a Mimic Darvon. 3 units, only catches 1. But catches the relevant one. Catches the relevant one. This will give... That alleviated a lot of pressure on Dokurider's end. That's very helpful. But, oh, if this Berserk hits... It does. That is a problem. That is a definite problem. Dokurider's Thief will ideally go for a refute onto the Thief. Oh, but he's dead. That's a big problem. That's a big problem. Wiz might have won it. The Dokurider's Undead Thieves will get back up in time, though. But... And they can revive. But yeah, things are not looking good for Dokurider. No, Charm will certainly help a bit. Or not. Whack. She does have a lot of evasion. Oh, that meteor. Oh! Crit! Big crit! Almost dead. Oh, this could... If Dokurider's Thief could take him down, that'd be huge. That'd be absolutely huge. Wave Fist drops him. Dokurider is still in this. This is crazy. And a charm hits. Oh my god. Wow. This is crazy. Insult lands. Very big. Thief X potions. But Dokurider's Thief is gonna go. The Terrorblade is gonna go soon. The one with the guitar. Is he in range? He's not in range. He's in range for a chakra. In the meantime, Dokurider's item thief is ticking away. He very well might crystallize. He is going to crystallize. He's going to crystallize. And see, that's the power of, like, if that thief, you know, landed a lot of quickenings, he's fast enough to sort of get double turns, or at least get that 3-to-2 turn ratio, so he can reliably heal himself with X potion move HP up, or X potion regen. And there's another quickening. It's only getting harder. It's only going to get harder for that thief to die. In the meantime, oh, Thief there just in time for the clutch revive. Oh, holy crap! Wow, I thought the item thief was gone, but he's still there, and a charm hits as well. A charm hits. This is huge. This is huge. This game is insane. This is really fun. This is really fun. But that thief is going to be a pain to take down later on for Dokurider. Meteor crystallizes. Thief is back. So certainly Dokurider is at the advantage right now. But the thief, again, is very fast. Oh, Wiz's Meteor is charmed as well. Oh, Masamune, that hurts a lot for Wiz. There's an X potion. So now the female thief can go talk to some people. Yeah, that thief's too angry to care about the blackmail. Let's go for it. Goes for Masamune. Good thing for Wiz that she's going for Masamune and not Berserk. That'd be awful. Oh, Death Sentence lands as well. Oh, it's huge. Death Sentence is great. Right, because Wiz units are so tanky. With Death Sentence, you don't actually need to damage them. They'll just die eventually. But look, the Quickening Thief, his Sasuke knife hits are doing a lot now. 153 with 40 Fury, and he's very fast. And boom, there goes one unit. Some friendly fire going on over there. Terrorblade. Crits, a big crit, but that's probably not what Dokurider wanted, honestly. He wanted that Thief berserked. Now he is back. He's going to regen. Or come back from re-raise to heal himself up. So Dokurider might have lost it there? I don't know. Oh, Kiyomori hurts. Right, because now Terrorblade, super big damage output guy. He's gonna die from that. So the blind doesn't hurt as much. Look at how fast that thief is though. He probably was over 20 speed, or getting close to 20 speed. And look, now that thief is not berserked, he's also free to quickly. Oh, but insult lands, and that is exactly what Dokurider need. He is back in the game. Oh, that's huge. Okay, but look, if that crit, if Terrorblade hadn't crit, then now both thieves would be berserked, which is a much better situation than having a non-berserk thief. Secret Fist misses. It is very scary though, because that berserk thief, that one, he's very fast and he hits very hard. Could actually be very scary. Just needs to get lucky. Alright, look, he's double turning. I want to see his speed. 21, there you go. Very fast. There's a Secret Fist. And charm status being very devastating. Everyone is back. Everyone getting healed up. Ooh, friendly fire, that hurts a lot. God, that thief is so fast. God, imagine him hasted. 21? You bet 26 speed? Is that right? One thief down. Looks like Dokurider is going to take round 1 finally. Because of all this. The meteor is going to die soon, courtesy of Death Sentence, and it's going to be 4-on-1. There it is. Let's speed things up now that it's fairly certain. I'm fairly certain that. Oh yeah. Boom. Alright, let's move on to round 2. 53. I think that map's fine. Yeah, sure. Small map. I'm not sure how to feel about this map. I kind of like it. It's definitely a bit cramped though. Like movement's kind of awkward because of those empty spaces in the middle. But I guess if you have like fly / teleport, you can get down to like really low on the really low ground. But I don't know. Anyways. Dokurider gets the first hit in with Wave Fist, but Masamune doing its job. Curse Ring is really good. Mimic Darvon lands asleep through the finger guard. Even though when you shaving 40%, well, what am I trying to say? Okay, whatever. What's important to note is that one of Dokurider's thieves is already down. But Charm lands, and oh, that's gonna hurt. But look, Murasame. Right, 90, move HP up, regen, back to 200. Back to 200 HP, just like that, which is a big number because of how little the damage they take. Ooh, jumps over that. Thief barely alive. Will it get a turn in? Nope, Avarice goes for Throwing Knife. Oh, another charm lands. Another charm lands. But now everyone on Wiz's team is Hasten Region. Has Hasten Region. Oh, back whack though. And there goes the thief. Just in time for his turn. Just before his turn. Now the thief is kind of in an awkward spot. Look at him go. Oh, charm keeps landing for Dokurider. But Wiz is lucky that the meteor just went for Kiyomori instead of, you know, insult. Another charm lands, but the meteor is there. But even though all those charms landing is really helpful because it's forcing Wiz meteors to waste an action with a bag whack instead of insult, which is much worse. Predator gets back up and chakras himself. So he is out of X potion range, out of one X potion anyway. And charm finally misses. Kiyomori, not terribly relevant on the item thief. Oh, there's an HP restore. That helps a lot. Wiz's meteors being not intelligent, using Kiyomori instead of insult. Charm misses. Then again, Doku's thief is also not using insult. And look, everyone on Wiz's team healthy? Great, thieves have time to use quickening. Secret Fist lands though. Ooh, insult on the item thief could be a big problem. Although, the Toxical thief does no refute. This could be a problem for Dokurider, because like that, the thief helps Dokurider survive so long in round 1, and now he can't do that. Now he's berserked. Well, I suppose it was the curse ring as well, because since Wiz's team can't reliably kill really quickly, I don't know. Right. Since it takes a while for Wiz's team to kill, then that gives curse ring users a lot of time to get back up. Wave Fist, it lands, auto potion, saving, keeping that thief alive. Meteor is about to go down, and she is. Oh no, never mind. One of Wiz's thief is right there, and but Berserk lands. Right, if Berserk lands on the right units, it is game over. It's such a big problem, and it does land on the correct units for Wiz. So Wiz is going to take round 2. Should take it fairly shortly, because X potion can wreck those guys. Yeah, Berserk Puncher. No issue with slower as well. Well, let's see what happens. I'm tempted to speed it up a bit until, at least until some of Dokurider's ended. Once the curse ring users get back up. Let's do that. Alright, because Wiz is in no danger of losing right now. Things are only going to get interesting once they come back up. Alright. Terribly gets back up. Does a shit ton of damage, as expected. Murasame can kill him, actually. Blastburn getting nowhere with the Mingosh. Onto Wiz's thief over there. Meteor's way down there. She's doing her own thing. She doesn't really care what's going on because she's in no real threat, honestly. Oh, but the thief goes down. Super mobile, high damage scariness. Wow, crazy. Predator's about to get back up. The punch art thief for Doku should be getting up soon, but I think Wiz's thief, who just lost re-raise there, is going to get another turn first. I think. I'm not sure. Yes, he does. So he's safe. And oh, missed. That's big. That was big. That was huge. Because now that thief is dead. Very dead. So Wiz might have lost off of, 24% chance event happening. Damn. Curse Ring always makes things interesting. Curse Ring is very good. Steel Accessory, actually good, because it stops Curse Ring. Huh, who'd have thought? I'm just making life difficult for myself in the tournament. I'm just gonna lose. I'm very competitive, but I'm also, I'm a scrub basically. I'm terrible. I like everything. Alright, well, one of Wiz's thieves goes down, but so does one of Dokurider's. It's really interesting. Can that thief make it? They are pretty mobile. They are pretty fast. That is a quickening. Oh, nope, he is out of range now. He cannot make it there in one more move. So I think that thief is gone for good. Refute misses, but she survives. She can get another turn. Another chance. Is that a berserk? That is a berserk! And it lands! Which is okay, good for Wiz in theory. That's only helping his damage output. 245, oh my god. That's after all that defense. That's after... Right. That meteor is taking half damage basically from defense up and 40 fury. So she would have taken 490 with berserk. My god, that's insane. It is so insane. That's so insane. She's gonna die. Like this, right now. Refute lands. That thief is safe. Well, actually, the midway trip, she still had some time, but... it looks like Dokurider's gonna take this. Crit unnecessary. It was gonna do just enough. And this thief of Dokurider is keeping two of Wiz's units very occupied. Looks like Doku's gonna take it. If he gets rid of Berserk, oh, he snags the crystal. So he's back at full. That thief goes down. Unfortunate, but I mean, worst case scenario, it's probably gonna end up being like a 3v2 in Doku's favor. That thief of Wiz is very fast, but very fast. Oh my. So never mind. It's not 3v2. It is. Enter res loops. Oh, refute helps a lot. Getting rid of notably re-raise. That's the big one to get rid of on Wiz's team. If you're running like refute or dispel magic, getting rid of re-raise. I mean, haste in region is also obviously nice to get rid of as well, but re-raise is the big problem, I think. Wave Fist barely survives. Probably Masamune gets to hurt Doku's thieves as well. So yeah, Doku's item thief looks like is gonna go down. He's gonna crystallize. Everyone's far away and got a little bottleneck here. Oh, HP restore. Oh, Secret Fist. Things are not really going Wiz's way. Ooh, sleep hits. And again through finger guard. Though that's actually good. Death sentence and whatnot, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about really. Ooh, insult misses. But again, that only helps Doku's damage output. So it's debatable how. So it might actually be good that insult missed. I don't know. There's a wave fist though. Super mobile thieves jumping around, pretty fun. Oh, HP restore. That is not good for Wiz. Oh, and insult misses again. Yeah, not good for Wiz at all. Not at all. The thief is super fast. Terrorblade's gonna get back up again soon. Charm misses. Oh, but notably, that thief is cornered. Oh, but he can survive a shot now. HP restore critically did not go off for Dokurider again. Not critically. And oh wow, that thief is super fast. Oh. Yikes. I'm guessing she's gonna go for more charm, but no, she's blackmailing him. And it worked. He is frightened. He's not gonna act. He's not gonna do anything. Usefulness of that, very debatable. Is that Migdar? Oh, that's a death sentence. Misses. That's fine. I think she has effective death sentence with that with the mediator or with Doku's thief. Oh no, she survives a bit. Insult misses again. There goes one. You know, all these games have been really close, except for the ones that, except for against my team. Like, this has been quite enjoyable. I'm so bad at this game. I'm so bad at this game. Oh, AI. You could have moved and healed 2 units at once with that chakra, but no. Blasphemer. Blackmails again and lands again. Keeping that thief at bay. There's Berserk. Finally lands. Again, not sure if that will actually help. Oh, he is blind, but he hits anyway. He's very far away, but Curse Ring. Being awesome. And there's an insult, and it hits. So things are not good. Things are not looking good for Wiz. I'm just repeating myself. Should I just stop talking? I should probably just stop talking. Wait, fist? Oh, that was weird. It like let him attack, sort of. That was very weird. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? That was really weird. Whoa. He was don't active, but it sort of let him attack that. Okay, anyways. Oh, he has charm, so he's whack. And then eat the crystal? Or not. Speed up a bit. Cause I'm fairly certain Wiz is one. Oh, it looks like sleep. Oh, maybe not just Berserk. Oh, this is interesting. Wait, this is actually interesting. This is crazy. Doku's Toxic Thief is berserked, and she ended up sleeping one of her own guys. And Quickening plus Berserk plus Sasuke Knife does a lot of damage. It's important to note, Berserk stops, what do you call it? Berserk disables evasion. And oh, she's poisoned, she's just gonna die now. And she's, oh whoa, this is actually really bad for Dokurider, because once that thief goes down, and she's going down, does she move? She's not gonna move because she's berserked. She's in uneven height, so her buddies can't revive her. This is crazy. Oh, but there goes one. Okay, so I think Doku has for sure taken this now. Okay, Berserk's only gonna help her die faster. Wait, fist hits. Alright, Dokurider takes it. Good game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That was very fun for me. And yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys soon for the tournament. It's coming up soon, and I'm still not done testing. I'm gonna lose. Okay, bye. Bye. Thanks for watching.